Hello, everybody. Welcome to our. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for joining. I'm having just making sure everybody's got the right link.
Yeah, I think I may have been on the wrong one because it was still waiting. So then I tried the
Oh
new one.
no, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Glad you made it. Okay. All right. Let me just give me 1 minute. Share my screen. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Wonderful. Cool. Well, we'll probably have a few more people joining. Hopefully, everybody gets the right link, but I'm going to go ahead and start. And let me hit record. And how did you hear about the planted yogi?
Well, you were on a Zoom with Sarah Yonker and Bill Crumry at some point, and they're friends of mine.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay.
So then I saw your links, and it looks like you do some fun stuff. So I thought I would follow you.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I went on a retreat with them and that Corinne led. Corinne Ackridge, and they were chefing it. And
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, so I got to know them really well. They're they're lovely. I enjoyed their company.
Yeah, they're great people.
Wonderful. Okay, well, we're gonna get started. I'm Ciara. It's nice to meet you virtually.
Nice
I'm
to meet
I'm
you.
glad you're here. I'll be sharing this with the other registrants afterwards, and I'll be walking you through what these retreats really look like over the next 20 to 30 minutes. So the vibe, the adventures, the yoga, and how to know if this is your kind of trip. So, you know you're in the right place if you want to get away that mixes movement, nature, and great people together. So if that's what you want, you're in the right place. And if you've been stuck in routine and you need a reset, also yes. And if you want a group that's fun, low pressure, and down to earth, then you're absolutely my people. These retreats help you unplug from the noise of our day-to-day lives. They help you move your body in a variety of ways in beautiful places and get some real clarity on what's next for you without the heaviness. And so it's part adventure, part wellness, and part holy crap, this view is insane, which we're definitely going to get a lot of at the Dolomites. And it's also, if you're looking to build community and meet other like-minded individuals, it's an opportunity to do that, but not a requirement or like a high pressure environment to do so. So I get the question, why retreat with me? There's lots of retreats out there. Why choose the planted yogi? What makes our retreats unique is a balanced mix of hiking, yoga, and relaxation. The itinerary is curated really thoughtfully. I put a lot of time and effort into these, and I choose the most stunning places because it's just my bucket list. And I'm like, who's coming with me? We're gonna have an awesome time. So I build retreats the way I want to travel with a blend of activity and downtime. There's no forced bonding. There's no overpacked schedules where you don't have any time to yourself. Hi, Cora. Thanks for finding us. Apologies about any link confusions. We have stunning locations, thoughtful planning, and small groups so that you can actually enjoy yourself. And if you haven't met me in person, a little bit about me. So I am a certified yoga instructor. I am also wilderness first aid and CPR certified, and I've also taken classes in navigation, so wilderness navigation. So I guide yoga hikes here in Boulder regularly and also all over the world. I have over 25 years of personal practice in yoga, and I'm also a PhD scientist, fun fact. So, yes, I am the yoga nerd meets outdoor dork hybrid you didn't know you needed. And if you want to talk about toxicology or anything science related or anything yoga related, I'm your girl. What is a retreat like? So, at our retreats, everything is optional. You don't need to come to anything. I'm not going to ask you. You can come to it all, but there's no pressure to come to it all. So if you need some downtime for yourself or you want to do another activity, that's completely welcome. You don't get any gold stars for doing everything. So what you want to think is yoga in the morning, and meditation. And then we're going to do gorgeous hikes during the day. We're gonna have great food. So the entire event is chefed. We all have a private chef on site. So you don't have to worry about cooking. You don't have to worry about the dishes. You don't have to worry about meal prep, meal planning, all that, all those activities that take up a lot of our mental and emotional bandwidth during the day-to-day life. You don't have to worry about any of that. And so that frees up a lot of your capacity to really be in your body and be present in the wonderful environment of the Dolomites. And I have a few testimonials here for you. So, from our past retreats, I had a guest say it allowed a few days of nothing to focus on but me. The space allowed for many moments of clarity during meditation and reflection times, and that was very impactful. Another attendee said participating in this event had a profound impact on my sense of well being. Leaving the retreat, I felt whole, grounded, and fully present, which was a gift I hadn't anticipated but deeply appreciate. And then the last testimonial I'll share here is Ciara created a retreat with a great balance of relaxation, mindfulness, connection, and fun. Ciara also gives you the flexibility and grace to opt out of activities too. So I hope that gives you a little bit of idea of what participants walked away from my past retreats. And the themes are pretty consistent: clarity, present, grounding, fun, and having permission to do things the way that you want to do it. The Dolomites, so getting more into the specifics of the Italian Dolomites experience. I had an attendee. I just got back from Australia, leading retreat there in Sunday, and I had an attendee there who went to the Dolomites earlier this year, and she said it was it was not on my bucket list, but it should have been because, and I can't tell you how many times she said that, and she was so excited. Um, that we were going to have retreat here. So these are world famous peaks. You've probably seen some of these pictures here. So in the location, I'm going to show you the location near the end of this presentation, but it's right in the heart of the Dolomites. So some of these trails, like the iconic Dolomites trails, are a 5 minute walk from the house. Okay. And we'll be doing grounding yoga every day to reset body and mind. I will also be leading meditation and breath work. for those who want to go a little bit deeper and participate in those activities. And we'll be there for a week. So we'll be there Monday through Friday. So you'll have the opportunity to really settle in and experience that beautiful surrounding. What's included in the retreat is 5 days and 4 nights. And these are actual pictures of the venue. And I have the of a short like 1 minute video from the venue to show you also. It was absolutely stunning, and it's has a beautiful outdoor area for us to do yoga. Since I lead yoga hikes in Boulder and I'm often outdoors, I'm a big proponent of outdoor yoga. It just feels right. So we'll be able to do that there. And I mentioned we have a private chef cooking all of our meals. And we also have a travel agent that is supporting these trips. So she will be able to help you with booking your flights and your transfers to the location. So you don't really have to deal with that hassle, which it can be. And it's just one more thing. So we take that off of your plate. I on my international retreats. So this year we went to Greece, and then we went to Australia. The way I've structured them is to do an adventure weekend beforehand and then go into the retreat. Because if you're flying all this way, usually you're there because you want to see things and you want to see the city or whatever the local area offers. And in this case, Venice is one of the main airports you can fly into to get into the Dolomites. Milan is also equal distant. They're both about 2.5 to 3 hours to the venue. So for those of you who want to join us in Venice, you have the opportunity, and I will take care of all the logistics and the scheduling. Again, you just show up. And so what we have is boutique lodging along the canals. I'll be booking a food tour and a gondola ride for us. So we will arrive Friday and then we'll do the food tour Saturday and the gondola ride Sunday, or we might swap those. But basically, one activity, and then we have the rest of the day to explore. And the activity is optional as well. And the food's so good. Oh my goodness. I have been to Venice before. I was there in graduate school in 2014 or 2013, so I'm very ready to go back. The inclusions for the Venice portion of the retreat are 3 nights in central boutique accommodation, the group tours, and then we will provide the transfer to the Dolomites, so you don't have to worry about getting to the retreat venue. It's also important to mention what we won't do. So we are not going to have group therapy sessions. We are not going to have trauma dumping. Okay. We're not going to have forced vulnerability. I think those things all have their place. That's just not the type of retreat I want. And so it's not the type of retreat that I offer. We also don't do overpacked schedules or mandatory participation. Um, Extreme fitness, not on the list. If you want to, you can go above and beyond what we offer, but by no means is it a requirement. I often have people join the retreats. It can be like a mixed bag for with regards to yoga experience, where I have people who have never done yoga or maybe really beginners, and then those who are very experienced yogis. And so I have a co-facilitator come so that um, they can offer modified poses and give additional support and attention to those who are newer to yoga without distracting from the class. So, whatever level you're at, know that you'll be supported um, on this adventure plus wellness trip. It's not a spiritual Olympics, though. With regards to the financial investment for the trip, if you're looking at participating in the Italian Dolomites only portion of the trip, which runs September 7th through 11th, so that's a Monday through Friday, The price for pay in full is 2,400 if you have shared accommodation, which will be 2 to 3 individuals per room, a maximum of 3 individuals. And private accommodation is $3,800. And if you prefer to pay monthly, we can break that down into 6 month payments of 429 or 699. And if you do the payment option, then you just need to make that first month payment in order to hold your spot in the retreat. If you want to add on the Venice Adventure Weekend, then the that goes from September 4th to 11th. So we arrive Friday and we depart together on Monday, and then we take you to the retreat venue. So that price for pay in full is 3,200 for shared and 4,600 for private, with monthly payments at 549 and 799. Lastly, we're getting to the end of the slides, but I know some people were interested in the Italian Dolomites and they said, oh, that week doesn't work for me, or I already have my international trips planned for next year. So I just want to make you aware that I also offer yoga summer camp. This is a really fun activity that we offered last or this year, oh my goodness, in June. And we're extending it by 1 day by popular demand. So this will now run Thursday through Sunday. This is a immersive weekend for women just outside of Boulder, and we're going to be doing. We'll be offering more activities such as song circles, guided art, sisterhood connection, those types of things. So if you're interested in that, because Italy is just not a good fit for this year, then, or maybe you want to do both, let me know and I can get you additional info. Just wanted to make sure everybody knows about both options. So Q&A, I'm gonna offer you a few typical questions that I've gotten already for this retreat and retreats in general. And then you can put questions you have now in the chat, or I'll give you the opportunity to unmute as well. So, inclusions and exclusions, we went over this in the presentation, but just to highlight at a high level for the Italian Dolomites, the investment includes all of your accommodation. It includes all of your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner prepared by our private chef. And this is Jenna, shown here, Jenna Moffat. She owns Whimsical Wellness. She's an Ayurvedic chef, and she has chefed all my retreats. And her food is just, it's amazing. And she sources everything locally and really cooks to the local cuisine and in season. And she can accommodate any allergies that you have. So we typically have gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, vegetarian, and then kind of, the odds and ends of allergies, and have never had an issue. So you just let us know. I have food allergies myself, so I totally get it. Uh, let's see. Logistics and packing. I will give you, sorry, I'm going to pause. Inclusions and exclusions. Accommodation, food. We will help you book. We have a travel agent to help you book your flights and your transfers to the venue, but the flight and transfers are not included in the price. If you're doing the Venice add-on, then the price will also include the the accommodation in Venice for 3 nights, the two tours, the food tour and the gondola tour, and that one will include your transfer to the retreat venue. That won't include your food for the weekend because we're going to be eating out and enjoying all those wonderful options that are available in Venice. And again, it won't include your flight. For the main retreat, additional inclusions I didn't mention are yoga once to twice a day, meditation typically once a day, and we also offer some workshops depending on the group and what folks are interested in. So in Australia, I had my co-facilitator who helped support during yoga, Becky Wojcik. She's a nutritionist as well. And so she gave us a little workshop on nutrition and life balance. So those types of workshops are sometimes offered as well. Then I got questions about who's coming. Are men coming? Yes, men are coming. Couples are coming and interested. So this will be a co-ed retreat in the Italian Dolomites. The maximum number of attendees I'm allowing is 16. However, I expect it to be less than that in the 8 to 12 range. It just depends on what people choose with regards to shared versus private accommodation. Mm. And I also provide a packing list for you. So before the retreat, I'll help you know what you need to do with regards to getting your passport up to date. If you need any visas, what types of clothes you need. We're probably going to need a lot of layers for hiking in the Dolomites. I can already tell you that. I'm going to take a peek. No questions in the chat. If anybody has a question and they want to unmute now, they can. And then I'm going to move to showing you a little bit more about the venue before we wrap up.
Ciara, this is Drew. I just put a
Hey,
hi. How are you? Great to see
I'm
you.
good. So good to hear
Um,
from you.
yeah, great to hear from you. I had a question about if there's any other amenities available on site. Like, do they have like a sauna or anything like that as part of it?
Oh, great question. Well, we'll take a little look at the video. It's a farm. It's on a working farm. So let's take a look at that now. The last venue did, but I'm not sure if this one did. So can you see the screen with um,
Yep.
the
Yep.
venue? Okay, cool.
See it.
So let's go back to the beginning. And we're just going to play this here. It doesn't have any audio, but this gives you a sense of the venue, and just the mountains are right there in the background. So it's just nestled in this little valley, and there's a river just right next to the venue as well. There you go. I will look into additional amenities that they provide, but I don't know of any off the top of my head. Let's see. So pretty. Yeah. How much do prices go up after the early bird pricing? That's a great question. Thank you, Carrie. So prices, it's on my next slide. You must have seen it. So prices are going to go up a minimum of $400. It depends on the option that you're looking for the trip, and you will have until midnight tomorrow to book your spot at the early bird rate. I will be sending this presentation to everybody, this recording after today. There was a few more things I wanted to show you. So this is where the venue is located. It's called Chalet Casa al Campo. It's actually really hard to find venues in the center of the Dolomites. Most of them are in the periphery. So I was excited to find this one. It is near Trento, but as you can see, these are the mountains that we're nestled between. And all of this white here is kind of considered the Dolomite region. If you look and I zoom out further, it is pretty equidistant between Milan and Venice. So it's up to you where you prefer to fly into. But if you want to come for the weekend before, we will be in Venice. I also wanted to show you the location that we booked in Venice. It is right in the heart of Venice, and my favorite part about it was this terrace. So we'll be able to sit up in the sunshine, drinking our Aperol Spritz or our Prosecco and taking in the views. And it's got a lovely little library for us to hang out in. It's right next, if anybody's been to Venice before, it's right next to Piazza San Marco, which is where all the action is. And then lastly, how do you book? So on the retreat in the presentation, I have a link. It's theplantedyogi.com. You can just go to that um, to my main website, and it has a drop down to bring you to, if you type, or you could type it in, slash backslash Italy slash retreat. But then you have my booking site and all the information you need on the retreat. You can read the information, and then when you go to book now, it brings you to the booking site, and here you'll choose your accommodation. So there's a couple different options. You have Venice plus the Dolomites, or the Dolomites only, and within the four of those, you have or within each of those, you have four options. So you can go for shared room, paid in full, private room, paid in full, or the shared with the payment plan, or private with the payment plan. And then if you have any questions, just let me know. But it also lists down here the pricing for each of these options. But once you select one, it will also tell you the price, and you add to cart and then check out. That was a lot of talking. I hope you got the information you needed. Are there any other questions or comments before we wrap up? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I will be sending this presentation, the PowerPoint, as well as the recording, the Zoom recording, um, this afternoon for you. If you have any other questions, you can email me at theplantedyogi@gmail.com. And I hope you join me on this adventure of a lifetime.
Thanks so much for your time.
Appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Thanks, Yara.
Thanks for joining. Bye.